Alright, hello and welcome back to episode 7 of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Last video we won a tournament, we ran into a bunch of bandits, and helped out Divish. Now in this episode I want to get to the main story, but since we're in Talmberg, I'm gonna do Lady Stephanie's quest real quick, and then after that I will get to the main story and actually go to Ujits to continue the investigation. So yeah. Let's go talk to Lady Stephanie. Are you on the first floor, second floor, third floor? There's many floors. There's many choices. You're not on the first floor. Not on the second floor. Ah, you're in... Oh, there you are.
The Lord save you. What do you need?
No, the question is what do you need? Because you were asking for me, so...
I heard you wanted to talk to me, my lady.
It's true. I need something from you.
How can I help?
My cousin, young Sophie, is going to be wed. It will be an entry into a new life, and I want everything to be perfect for her. I'm looking for a few things to give her as a gift, and you're going to find them for me.
My lady, why me?
Normally I'd let the Chamberlain take care of it, but he doesn't have any taste. I can't trust him with this. And I've been told no task is too challenging for you. Is that not true?
I can do anything.
It will be my honor, my lady.
I need you to pick up an ornamental crown from Sasau for Sophie, wine from a merchant in Ratai, and a roan from the stable in Ujits.
Okay.
Who am I supposed to pick up the wine from?
From Conrad Hagen in Ratai. He's the only person in the whole region who can supply a genuinely good wine. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Here you go. That should be enough.
And the ornamental crown?
I had the engravers in Sasau make it, but now they've written to say it will take a while longer. That just won't do. The wedding is almost upon us, and I need it. Go and see Master Jeronim Slesky and pick it up.
You said a roan from Ujits.
Precisely. It's a beautiful animal. Wait till you see it. Dietrich said he'd ride it here himself, but I can already imagine how he'll end up killing himself on that horse. But you, so young and vigorous.
Wine, a roan, and a crown. I can handle that.
Thank you, Henry. I just wish there were others here I could trust so well.
Alright, let's go get these things. Should be easy enough, but it probably won't be. What's the closest? Ujits would be the closest. Then Sasau, then Ratai. Okay, let's go to Ujits.
I'm looking for the local groom.
Well, you found him. What can I do for you?
The Lady Stephanie of Talmberg sent me. She said you have a roan ready for her.
Well, Chamberlain Dietrich said someone would come. We have him here, but if he's ready, I can't say. That miserable horse will let you saddle him and walk him around the courtyard, but as soon as someone sits on him, he goes completely wild.
I'll handle it.
If you think so.
I do. I do indeed. Alright, now where's this little bastard that I need to ride? What's up, buddy? Okay, I'm just gonna get on your back. Is that fine with you? I think it is. He seems fine to me. He seems completely fine to me. Never mind. Oh, fuck. Where did he go? Oh my god, he ran all the way out there. Buddy, come back. What are you doing? You're being ridiculous. Come on. Okay, so am I not supposed to sprint? I'm just gonna casually walk. Never mind. What am I supposed to do? Why are you running so far away every time? Calm down, bud. Fuck's sake. Cool it. Okay, what if I fast travel? Oh, well, I'll go fuck myself. You serious? No. Oh my god, this is gonna be so fucking annoying. Is there a way I can just have him follow me because he will not let anyone on him. What is your malfunction, my guy? I'm gonna go talk to the head groom, see if he can give me some wisdom on how to transport this fucking thing.
So I don't think I can handle that horse.
Ha! Need some help then, do you?
Well, yes.
Try asking Vasha. For some reason, that devil horse listens to him. Then take the horse with you. Dietrich's arranged everything.
Okay, where's Vashak?
I heard you have a way with the horse that unsaddles everyone else.
Yes. I suppose I do.
And how do you do it? How do you calm him down?
I'm good to him.
Well, I want to treat the horse well too. But I don't know how, because I don't know him as well as you do. Will you help me?
Liar. You want to take him away. Leave him alone.
What?
One last time. How are you able to handle the horse?
I'm good to him.
Listen, Vashek. I've been entrusted by the Lady of Talmberg. I need you to help me understand how to calm down that roan.
Lady Stephanie?
Then you know her.
She's a good person. She even talked to me once.
I know her too, and she was nice to me as well. Will you help me with the roan?
You have to sing him his favorite song.
And which one would that be?
2 horses come roaming in the merry month of May, to graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown, and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to my maiden so fair?
That's, interesting.
I know how it looks, but he likes it.
Thank you, Vashek.
There he is. Now then, I figured out how to calm you down. Will you not buck me?
So, boy. Want me to sing? You're definitely the first horse I've ever serenaded. 2 horses come roaming in the merry month of May, graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown and the second.
What's up with the audio?
Gray. Which shall I ride to my maiden so fair? Well, you still gonna throw me off?
Okay. I don't feel like making this ride. So I'm just gonna fast travel now.
Road for Lady Stephanie. Thank you, Henry.
Yep, no problem. Well. Oh, Robard!
Good health, you.
Training? Training what? Ooh. I'ma need that.
I'd like to get better at fighting with a mace.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right. But it will cost you.
Of course it'll cost me.
Now, pay close attention.
Alright. Hold up, I'm not done, fucker.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right. But it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
Nice. I should be slightly better with the mace now. Slightly better or immensely better, who knows? It's a mystery that I'm gonna have to find out in combat. Let's go to Sasau for the thing that does the thing that is also the thing. Obstacle. Okay, I'm gonna get robbed, aren't I? Alright, who is it gonna be? Oh wow, how they know?
I want your money. This won't take long. God, you're dead. Topsy Jerry.
Is that the best you can do?
Well landed. Bring it on.
Okay, I hate this. I genuinely... What the fuck are you guys doing? Are you guys... Okay, I'm not even trying to be offensive. Are you guys fucking retarded? Like, that's the only word I can think of for what is happening right now. They're just sprinting around me doing literally nothing.
Is that all you got?
Got one of them. I hate this. Genuinely. What the fuck is this? I'm dead.
You'll get one.
That was the most cancerous fucking fight I've ever been in. What was that? I'm gonna fast travel again, and I swear to Christ, if that happens again, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm gonna lose what little is left of my mind. Like, they didn't even beat me because I had skill. They beat me because they had three idiots running circles around me, just fucking overstimulating my ass, and then like one dude swinging on me. Like, I understand the whole, like, I would understand it if they were like on all sides of me. I would expect that. But to just have them fucking zooming around like they're on fucking speed, I don't know, dude. All right, where's the thing that the lady wants?
Jesus Christ be praised.
No. Now tell me where it is.
The Lady of Talmberg sent me. She wants me to find out why the crown's been delayed.
Through no fault of ours, I can tell you that. We had a large stone ordered for mounting on the crown, a beautiful Moldavite from South Bohemia that we had cut and polished in Prague. But, well, in short, the good merchant, Martin Wiesek, who was supposed to bring it from Prague, got lost along the way. It's like the ground swallowed him up.
Lady Stephanie won't be happy.
Look, we've got something else here we can replace the stone with, but I'm sure even you can see it's not worthy of a noble wedding, and definitely not worthy of our fine craftsmanship. Oh, if I only had someone who'd try to find the Moldavite.
Why don't you just ask me? Of course I'll try to find the stone. Just tell me where the fellow was seen last.
That fellow, as you call him, the esteemed merchant, Martin Wiesek, was last seen riding alongside the Sassau River, passing by the footbridge over the ford, to the west of here. Evidently, he never made it to Sassau town.
Well, I'll look for him, but he could be far over the mountains by now. Or under the ground.
Okay, let's go find this guy. It can't be as annoying as the horse one, surely. Did I just find what I'm looking for? Because if so, that was quick. I literally just showed up.
What have we got here?
Okay. Oh, you bitch.
Get over here! Raise the alarm! Watch out!
Come on. Can you stop hitting my dog? Because I'm already gonna kill you, but if you keep hitting my dog, I'm gonna kill you so bad not even God will recognize you.
All right. You win. I surrender.
There's no you win. Fuck do you think this is? Mutt, you okay, buddy?
Good boy. That's my boy.
Alright, let's go back and talk to the guy. Tell him that his dude is dead, but we got the gemstone.
About that Moldavite we discussed.
Yes. Do you have some news?
Yes. The good news is I found Wiesek.
That sounds like cause for rejoicing, but how come he isn't with you?
That's the bad news. He didn't survive.
Merciful God. He was a good and highly respected man. I will pray for his soul. Anyway, let me see the stone, if you would be so kind.
Of course. Here it is.
Excellent. It looks undamaged. I'll get straight to work. You can come for the finished crown tomorrow evening. Take care now.
Okay. Wait until the master has set the Moldavite tomorrow evening. Okay, I guess I'll go to Ratai in that time. Go get the other thing I need. Pilgrim. Are you good? Are you lost?
Fucking come on now.
Okay.
It's all well. Right there. Get it. Get. Roll me to the knees of you. Slaughter you. Bring it on.
Come on. Come on. Come on. That was something. I'm not even gonna... Damn, dog dead. Anyway, I'm not even gonna... I don't feel bad because that fucker attacked me. I'm not even gonna loot these guys because I guarantee they don't got shit on them. Actually, hold up. I'm gonna take the money off of them. Nothing else. Last time I help a damsel in distress. Alright, let's go get the wine. Hopefully we don't have to do some ridiculous side quests to get the wine. Actually, my wine distributor has went missing, and he was last seen near one of the biggest bandit camps this side of Bohemia. So like you got to go there and kill about 100 bandits to get this wine. I'm gonna lose my mind, and not a funny haha lose my mind, on the ground in the fetal position crying because I can't take it anymore type losing my mind.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
Yes.
Lady Stephanie of Talmberg sent me to...
And what would she like? Fine clothes from Venice? Exquisite spices from Arabia? Jewels from Germany?
Wine. Good wine.
Ah.
What's up with the lighting?
Would beer be enough?
No.
As a gift for a noble woman's wedding? No, it definitely wouldn't.
Then that's going to be a problem. I gave the last keg of good wine away as a prize for the archery competition tomorrow.
Shit.
Oh, that's easy. I'll just win the competition.
Can I enroll in the competition?
But of course. Go to the shooting range above Ratai.
I thought you weren't wearing any pants for a second there.
I've heard there's a contest, Huck, and that the prize is a keg of fine wine.
That's true. I bought the finest wine to be had in the province.
I'd like to take part.
Do you know the rules?
I don't.
You shoot 7, 13, or 21 arrows, depending on who you're shooting against. The straw surround is worth 1 point. The white ring 2, and the bullseye 3. Whoever finishes shooting first gets 3 extra points. The round ends when everyone has finished shooting, and whoever has the most points wins. It's the custom to wager on it, to make it more interesting, see? The better archers you shoot against, the higher the stakes.
All right, that seems straightforward.
Just one more thing. Don't leave while the contest is underway, and never aim or shoot at anything but the target. Otherwise, you're out. Got it?
Got it.
Splendid. Here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition.
Okay. This is not the best. I'm not doing it the best. Well, I feel like I've lost. Unless I get consistently 3 points from here on out. Yeah, I've lost. Motherfuck. I'm going to lose my mind.
Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you. I can't wait to drink to it.
Yes, on the subject of drinking, I'm guessing you prefer beer to wine?
No, not really. I could drink beer in any tavern, but there's no wine as good as this one.
It's just that the wine you won, I need it.
Not a chance. I won it fairly.
How much do you want for it?
So how much do you want for the wine?
150 bucks, that's fine.
Here, vulture.
A pleasure to do business with you.
Speak for yourself.
Alright, now we gotta go back to Sasau and get the thing. Please, for the love of God, tell me you're done with it. Please.
What about the crown? Is it finished?
I seem to recall telling you exactly when a crown will be finished. And that time isn't yet.
Alright, fuck you too, buddy. Alright, are you done? Please.
What about the crown? Is it finished?
I'm a man of my word. Of course it's finished. Here you have it. Thank the Lord you found that Moldavite. It wouldn't be the same without it. Good luck to you.
Now, we gotta fast travel all the way back to Lady Stephanie. And there's a chance we run into those bandits again. Bro, she better give me like 500 bucks for this. Minimum. Because holy shit, this was way too much work. Please tell me she's still awake. I don't feel like waiting any longer. I just want to finish this quest, please. Thank you, please.
The Lord save you. What do you need?
I've brought the roan, my lady.
That's wonderful. There weren't any problems with it, I hope.
Nothing too serious. He's a little wild, but I was able to handle him in the end.
Well, that won't do. Sophie can't have some wild horse at her wedding starting a stampede.
But I've learnt a trick. If you sing to him, he calms down.
You sang to a horse?
It's quite true, I'm afraid. I sang to a horse.
Well, then you'll have to sing something to me, too.
My lady, I don't know if I...
So I know how to calm down that roan. Go ahead, sing.
Two horses come roaming in the merry month of May to graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to, my maiden so fair?
Oh, how beautiful. I'm not surprised the horse calmed down after hearing such a lovely voice. Anyway, I'll think about what to do with the roan. But thank you, Henry.
I brought you the crown from the master engraver.
Henry, you are a gem. Look at that Moldavite. Isn't it wonderful? Sophie will look like an angel. So what's next?
I brought the wine.
Wonderful, wonderful. No wedding is complete without good wine. Find somewhere here to put it down. I'll send for a servant to bring it later. I hope you had no problems acquiring it.
Problems? Huh. I don't know the meaning of the word.
As if I didn't know you.
What can I do for you, my lady?
Nothing. You've done enough. And now I'd like to reward you.
That's not necessary, my lady. You taking the time to see me is reward enough.
Come now, Henry. No need for such modesty. I appreciate everything you've done for me, as well as your company. And there's something I'd like to give you. This shirt was my father's. He was built very much like you. Broad shoulders, strong chest. It should fit you just right.
But I can't accept this. It's too valuable.
It's too valuable to be left to the mercy of moths. It doesn't fit my husband well, and I've no one else to give it to. What's more, if you were to leave us again, I'd like you to have something to remember me by, so you don't forget me.
I could never forget you, my lady.
Well then, won't you try it on at least?
What? Right now?
Why not? Don't worry, I won't look. I'll turn my back.
And what if your husband comes in?
He won't. Neither will anyone else.
All right, if you insist.
All right, then.
I feel truly blessed to have you here. So long I yearned for young company. I really feel God heard my prayers and sent you to me.
Ready?
My, you do look handsome. As fine as any gentleman. When I was a little girl, there were always lots of other children around and young men and women of the court. It was so merry. I always hoped it would be like that when I was grown up too. But it was not God's plan.
You and Sir Divish had no children?
No. No, alas, we were not blessed. Twice I was with child, but they did not live. And now I fear there's no hope for me.
My lady. Forgive me, my lady. I shouldn't have.
I don't mind.
God damn. An hour? Okay. Huh. So, we just cucked Divish. That was something. Pribyslavitz Forest. Okay. Hold on. Since we're in the forest, we need to get meat for Mutt because the sausage has spoiled. So, I'd say this is perfect for time for us to go hunting.
Let's hunt something, eh? Hare.
Let's go get you some food, bud. Come on, buddy. Oh, you got something? Oh. Good boy. Okay. That's a good boy. That was quicker than I thought it would be, to be honest with you.
Look what I've got for you.
Let's give you some wabbit. Oh, I poached it. That's probably not good. Whoops. Alright, what do we gotta do? Hold up, let's check the quest log. Find out where the limping bandit lives. Okay, we just gotta use our detective skills. Hello, ma'am. You wouldn't happen to know where a dude with a limp is, would ya?
Good day to you. What do you need?
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
There is one. A crooked bastard he is too. I hope you're here to take him away. He lives in a cottage at the end of the village by the road to Rattay. Take care.
Okay. Labosh. Oh, Lubush. Labush. The dude with the limp. What's going on here? Why y'all just gathered up around here?
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Oh. How nice. I don't know how much of that I'll be able to show.
Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Okay. For anybody curious, because I don't know how much of that I'm going to end up censoring out, but dude was hung up on a wall and his intestines were hanging out of his stomach. And he was completely naked. I don't know if his penis was showing, but his intestines were.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Okay.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Okay. So, I'm assuming we just question people? Yeah, find out more. You know about the man who died.
Mother of God! You look like you've been assaulted.
Okay.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast. And lazy too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like him suddenly started going to church. Now I see why, of course.
Oh, suddenly went to church, you say? Okay, I guess I know my next stop.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
What do I care about that scoundrel? I was glad he stayed out of my way.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
He was always a loner, except lately he started talking to the parish priest of all people.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's go talk to that priest. Bro, what are you doing to my horse? Oh, what? 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 Hold up, hold up. Get back here, fucker. You're not getting away. You think you can rob?
You made a mistake getting on the wrong side of me.
Oh, damn.
You showed him.
I did indeed.
Thank you, that thieving magpie.
You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
Oh, 4 groschen. How generous. Okay, where the priest be? Where be he? Is you he? Watch where you swing that thing.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
Okay.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Okay.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child. All sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Okay. I feel like... Okay, I'm not a religious person, but I don't understand this. Oh yes, that guy you're investigating for murder, I know something about that, but he told it to me in confessional, and by the laws of God, I cannot say. So you're just gonna get in the way of a murder investigation just because a dude told you something in confidence?
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can, because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly.
That... You... What? So you're willing to let innocent people die just because of your whole, bullshit confessional thing? Doesn't seem very, I don't know. I don't think God would be, looking too proudly upon you to know that you're willing to sacrifice the life of perhaps dozens of innocent people just because of a stupid practice that the church made up. This is stupid. You're wasting my time, and I really want to hit you with a hammer right now.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional.
Fuck the confessional, just say it.
I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
That is so annoying. Willing to let innocent people die just for a stupid practice that the church made up. And then claiming, oh, I'm doing it because it would be breaking God's law. No, God didn't make up the practice of confessional. I'm gonna be honest, that dude pissed me off. I don't even want to go to the tavern to talk to him, but that may be the only thing I can do. I'm gonna keep asking around. Hopefully I can find another lead so I won't have to talk to that dude, but surprise, surprise, I couldn't find anything. All right.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything, but maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages.
Hell for me.
There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna.
One beer
Folk
for
who
me.
tried to take refuge there, but they...
I'll have a beer.
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that.
If you don't give me more information, I might resort to
What
that.
actually happened at Noyo? The good folks here about are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
I noticed there's a woman living with you at the presbytery.
What of it? Have you never met a cleric who lives with a woman before? Mother Church won't let me take her to wife. Too afraid it might lose its property to any heirs she bore me. But she cooks and cleans. And, well, as a man, I have my needs.
I'm not sure the parish priest at St. James would agree with you.
I heard he was a bit odd.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
Bullshit. Oh, that was a bad cough.
You're just making excuses. The people who say the church is corrupt are right. You don't care about anyone, only your own comfort.
I'm sorry you see it that way. Really sorry. You've no idea how wrong you are.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujitz is in Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. The tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
I'll be right back with that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticizes the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
I'll be right
You
back
like
with
it?
that.
I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
I can't read.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Here.
Przyszła bida mora lat, to nie ustoi żadnej chlap. Na kraj padł dziesięć smutek, do dnielo i rano utek, niech już małżeński majstak, do wczera żylne staje prak. Už se jí bojí svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejbě jí kůži. Nám je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požerem si huby jako poslední den. Budeme se bávit a do rána slávit a tak vypal sudy a posaď se mi sem. Tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven. Ukaž kozy jako vozy, zítra jen tu jsou nejdem, tak nalej mi hned, ať točí se svět.
Enough of this!
Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Oh. Oh. You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Okay.
Is that all you...
Come and get it.
Don't weaken the knees.
I don't know what's going on anymore at this point.
I'd love to. And Henry, too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Watch the step, my dear. Careful, you don't hurt yourself. Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh. We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
God, when you old
Oh.
goat.
Come here. Oh.
Oh, okay.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Okay. Then, You're really making me have to do some editing this video.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Godwin, you beast! Get up! Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. Oh, what was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Oh. Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look, from what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
We'll never get away with it.
Not if you make a hash of it.
So all at once the confessional seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
Well, all right. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubos.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Is this a bad time to say that I wasn't really paying attention to your speech yesterday? Something about greed and money, and that's all I know. That's all I remember.
I thought he'd never show up. The swimp.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Look at him. Mother of God. Any minute now he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem.
Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Oh, God. I really don't want to do this.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
That boy has a cheek.
Okay.
Creation has given to every man the power by which he might rule the whole world. But that power does not give him the right to rule. That right belongs to God alone.
Fuck.
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, cumens, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
Okay.
And what sins? They live with harlots and keep concubines, even though only marital intercourse for the purpose of procreation is pure. If someone takes a woman or man only to satisfy their own lust, who seduces them to do so but Satan? And how much darker the sin if that man is a servant of the church? Who can turn his face to God, who fornicates and then puts on priestly robes?
Nothing we don't know about already.
Fuck.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the pellets! Away with them!
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Aye, all honour to Godwin. Let him drink like one of us.
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
It seemed like it went well, did it? Are you gonna tell me now?
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that was.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad he
tongue.
came here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, and he told it nicely.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. And I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you...
Well, now Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out? Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubosh kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubosh killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
All right. Well, we finally got a lead. We also somehow pulled off that sermon. I was convinced I was going to fuck that up. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap the video up here. If you guys like this video, make sure to let me know by hitting the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. That'd be much appreciated. And yeah, my name's GunR. Thank you for watching.